Hi, everyone. This is Arthur, and today is Tuesday, which means Aloha Tuesday with Mel when he's in town.
When I'm around.
How's it going?
Tomorrow for 10 days. So
He's going to France. He hasn't packed yet.
well, I'll pack tonight in the morning. I kind of know what I'm taking. So I mean, I travel so much, can kind of do it with my eyes closed,
Yeah.
Packing is the part I really, it's not hard. I just don't like it. But what you got to do.
Yeah. Well,
that sounds so Chicago, didn't it? You got to do what you got to do.
I do. Yeah. So we're doing political tonight. We're not doing personal. And please put in caps if you can. We're sharing the background. And we've got lots of housekeeping. So if anyone needs a wonderful, fabulous reading with Mr. Mel, you can contact him at Meldor, that's MELDOERR.com, or call 847-590-5411. And he's got some interesting trips coming up.
And I will tap dance for you.
Okay. Well, I'll do the shovel ball change.
There you go.
So he has Danube River in May 2026, starting in Prague and ending in Budapest.
And the trips are on my website now, with the exception of Iceland and August the 8th. It'll be on within a couple of weeks because I don't have the brochure yet, but that's going to be a total eclipse. But it will be. But the other two are on my website. So
okay, so we have the Danube,
right,
and then we have the Bonnie Raitt special.
Yes. Yay.
I'm hearing total eclipse of the heart. Sorry.
You won't see the northern lights on the trip to Iceland in August because it's light pretty much 24 hours a day. But this is a great time to see the eclipse. And it's going to be a total eclipse in certain parts of Iceland. So,
yeah. Then have you the Galapagos Islands,
September 2026.
In Ecuador.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I've always wanted to go to Galapagos, so here's the opportunity.
This is your first time?
This is my first time. So I get to go see where Darwin I think he was only there once, but that helped him with his theory of evolution. And it's, I'm a science geek, so I'm excited about it.
Cool.
It's going to be a neat trip. We're going to be in Quito for a couple of days, and Quito, there's places in Quito that are UNESCO sites, World Heritage sites, and Quito's supposed to be an incredible city, so I'm excited about that too.
Well, we always remember the first time.
Yes, we do. For many things.
And then you have
Sacred Connections Benicia, November 6th to the 28th. And I will be doing readings there. I'm not going to teach, just doing readings. So that'll be fun.
So go to lindagrendel.com/events tickets.
I think it's sold out, but
you can always check. Maybe there's a waiting list.
There you go.
So that's that. Whoops. I can't walk talking chew gum.
Yes, Androniki. It's great stuff. It's the best. Sherry says it takes off her age spots. I got an age spot on my hand that helped take off. In fact, I had some Botox the other day, but when I went to the clinic, my friends at Aesthetic Beauty Lounge said, Mel, what do you do to your skin? I said, Androniki. And so there you go.
Cool. So, and if anyone wants to look for me for a reading, you can find me at arthureaseyourmind.com. I've got openings in November. And also, once a month, Valerie from Dragonfly Crystals and I do a Zoom event. It'll be on Saturday, November 15th. We just had one this past Saturday. It was really fun. It's 10 people, Zoom, and we do readings, and the whole room is involved eventually. But we decided to also take it on the road. Did you hear that? What was that? That was water or something?
I heard that.
Yeah, so did I. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, Val and I were doing the Zoom session thing, as Mel would go, in November 2nd, Sunday, at the Golden Nugget. So for 2 sessions. So we also have discounts for the Golden Nugget. So check out dragonflycrystals.store. Everything is there. Okay.
And you can sing Bright Light City, gonna set my soul.
Of course. Just to remind everybody, October 18th, No King's Day. Go to nokings.org. They tell you where
a lot of people marching.
Mm-hmm. Protesting peacefully.
Peaceful assembly.
Yes. So what were we going to say?
Can I put something up?
Yeah, sure.
This is cute. This is from Danielle. I'll let you read it. It's really cute. I just saw it.
If Mel has to run track and field while delivering a sandwich, would that be considered DoorDash?
Well, if Mel was eating a sandwich, it would be considered a miracle. I thought that was funny. Thank you.
I'd be sitting down eating a sandwich. That's
gives
great.
you one merit.
That's great.
That's clever. Thank you.
Very funny.
So you can now call me DoorDash. How's that? The DoorDash psychic. No, I like Aloha shirt better.
Yeah. The DoorDash psychic wearing his Aloha shirt.
There you go.
So before we get to questions, is there something you wanted to discuss at all first?
Well, the situation in Chicago just keeps getting crazier. I guess according to CBS News, and it's been all over the news today, and I'll just read this from CBS, and it is from CBS because I don't want to get any copyright trouble. If I can read it from CBS, I suppose that would be okay. It says federal agents fired tear gas during standoff with crowd in Chicago's South Side after a car crash. And there were Chicago police officers that were tear gassed in this incident as well. It says federal agents fired tear gas at a crowd during a tense standoff in the east side of Chicago following a car crash today. A Department of Homeland Security spokesman said Border Patrol agents were in the city when someone rammed into one of their cars, setting off a chase. That is not true, by the way. What Homeland Security said is not true. ICE has been ramming other people's cars. Chicago police said their officers responded in the 10,500 block of South Avenue North near the Indiana border just after 11 a.m. for reports of a car crash involving federal agents. When they arrived, officers worked to document the crash. Chicago Police Department said none of their officers were involved with any of the federal operations at that location. Chicago Police Department is not helping ICE to illegally detain people. They're not. They're doing their job to protect and serve our good citizens of Chicago. Mm-hmm. Chicago Police Department sent supervisors to this scene because it involved federal authorities. In the moments that followed the crash, a tense standoff took place between residents of the neighborhood and agents as the tow trucks removed the vehicles involved. Police said as federal agents tried to leave the scene, Chicago Police Department officers tried to de-escalate the situation. Police said people in the crowd began throwing objects at the federal agents, at which point the federal agents deployed tear gas into the street. And by the way, that was illegal because they're supposed to give warning before they deploy tear gas, which they did not do. Juanita Garnisa said her 16-year-old son and his 19-year-old cousin were detained by ICE for no reason whatsoever, but she doesn't know why, which agency, or where they are. I don't know how to call. I don't have anybody to call. I don't know what to do to bring them back. They didn't give me any information. Nobody called me. Nobody did anything. I don't know where my son's at, she said. Neighbors said they ended up caught in the tear gas and chaos. Now, these are innocent neighbors. I felt like they were antagonizing us. We were asking, when are you guys going to leave? We just want you guys to leave. We don't want any drama. We don't want any violence. We just want you to leave, said neighbor Madeline Anaya. State Senator Robert Peters, who represents Illinois' 13th district, he's running for Congress. He said, all eyes are on the east side of Chicago right now. ICE cannot just come into our communities and wreak havoc like this. My staff are on the ground, and we will update residents as the situation evolves. Several people appear to be taken into custody at the scene during the standoff for no apparent reason. Federal agents had equipped gas masks before firing the tear gas, but Chicago Police Department did not have that kind of equipment. Now, that speaks multitudes. If these federal ICE agents donned tear gas masks, they knew already they were going to fire tear gas before anything escalated. People in the area were seen throwing up, spitting, and trying to get pepper spray and tear gas out of their eyes in the aftermath. Some gathered at a nearby AutoZone providing eye rinse, towels, and water. Machi said at least 10 people in the building alone. Department of Homeland Security released a statement, which, by the way, is not true. They did, but their statement wasn't true. Here's what Homeland Security said. This morning, while conducting an immigration enforcement operation in Chicago, a vehicle driven by an illegal alien rammed a Border Patrol vehicle and attempted to flee the scene. Border Patrol pursued the vehicle and was eventually able to stop it utilizing an authorized precision immobilization technique, a pit maneuver. They arrested the subjects, and they attempted to secure the scene. A crowd began to form and eventually turned hostile, and eventually crowd control measures were used. That's not quite what happened.
They always say that, you know, they ran into us, so they came after us. It's like, it's never been that way when you look at the body cams.
Right. I'll grab this one. Remember when I said the mask? Why do they wear masks? Because a lot of them, like Sherry said, probably a lot of Proud Boys that Trump pardoned, but those ones are going to be sentenced for following illegal orders, and they're going to have to go to some of these detention camps, like Sherry said last night. Former Chicago Police Superintendent Gary McCarthy told CBS News Chicago that based on the uniform that federal agents are wearing, which are full camouflage, he thinks they are likely Customs and Border Protection agents. He also said that based on what he's seen today and in recent weeks, he doesn't think the federal agents are appropriately trained in crowd control, especially compared to Chicago police.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of problems I'm seeing from the way that federal authorities are handling this, and it was a different story when you saw the Illinois State Police come into Broadview along with Cook County Sheriff's officers, McCarthy said. They were very controlled. They were in line. They were not scattered all over the place. You didn't see pepper balls being fired and tear gas being thrown. So guess what? That just goes to show you.
They're amateurs.
And also that they're just rounding up people wholesale and ramming cars. And if you say anything to them, you get arrested. There was one lady they stopped because she was blowing the horn and saying stuff to them. And they said, you have to stop. Well, that was in violation of her freedom of speech.
Exactly.
Her freedom of movement, because they said you're obstructing our investigation. If they were in an unmarked vehicle and she was blowing at them, then how would she have known they were ICE? So she wasn't obstructing anything.
Correct. No, they'll just twist everything, but the facts will kind of come out, as we all know, and they're going to go down.
I feel like the roving reporter keeping everybody informed of what's happening here in Chicago. But Chicagoans are standing up. and
Well,
we're
that's what I was doing several months ago when they were here in LA. So, yeah.
right. Oh, Trump made it look like LA was a war zone, and it wasn't.
Oh,
It was like not even one block.
it was one block. That was it.
And I find the neighborhoods that these ICE agents are in, they're going into all the ethnic neighborhoods and trying to strip a bunch of stuff. So,
well, in here, they used to
criminals,
start ripping people off of in front of Home Depot.
the only criminals that are creating problems right now in Chicago are the thugs, right?
Yeah.
And Trump's Gestapo, and I'll leave it at that.
Maybe they're wearing masks because they don't have good smiles from all the meth. I don't know. Just kidding.
Yeah, right. That was good, Arthur.
I'm trying. We try.
Here, I like this. Somebody says, "Oh, I didn't." Here, I didn't mean to put that one up. It's now the entire nation needs to join Chicago and stand the H up. Thank you, share spirit.
Yes. Yes, I agree. It's great.
Anyway,
so
okay.
lots of questions.
Yes, let's get to them. Sherry's behind the scenes pulling strings. We love Sherry.
Well, we can always ask her to come on and do an interpretive dance for the answers.
She could do the hula, or she could do her Cajun readings.
Well, here we go, Carla. Hi guys. Will whoever blew up the South Carolina judge's house be caught? Yes.
Yes.
I feel they know who it is.
They do. They know who it is.
So yes, that's a yes on that. Mark, did the GOP let Cittadini run for POTUS to get the one big beautiful bill through to get tax cuts they didn't need and take away the safety nets from the poor and working poor? I don't think they let him run or let him win for that. What's your answer?
Wait, did the GOP let Cittadini run for POTUS?
Just to get the bill through.
What do you mean run for POTUS? He didn't run for election for. Oh, I see.
The United States.
No, I don't think so. I don't think he even knew about the big beautiful bill at that point.
No.
I just, I do think that behind the scenes, though, a lot of Trump's cronies were talking to some SCOTUS members, some Supreme Court justices, to try to get them to decide like the whole immunity thing and to decide other things in Trump's favor. That I see. But I see that people are going to go on strike. There's going to be massive strikes in this country, and the poor and the working class are going to stand up and say, we have had it.
Yeah. Whenever I see the, one big beautiful bill, I keep on thinking, I wonder if Lindsey Graham's happy. Never mind.
That was good.
Entertainment purposes only.
Ginger ale, people. It's not bourbon. Darn.
It's tea. Laura Wright. Tomorrow SCOTUS hears arguments from whites in Louisiana to throw out the map created to be more fair. If they throw it out, this will upend voting rights for minorities. What will happen?
Well, SCOTUS had better be very, very careful about how they rule on that, because it refers to gerrymandering and how they draw the political lines. I don't know how SCOTUS will rule on it. What do you think, Arthur?
What I keep on getting is the part 2 of the Voting Rights Act they've been chipping away at. I feel they'll still do a little damage, but not total damage, if that makes sense.
They're not going to get by with what they think they're going to get by with.
Yeah.
with
Whatever
those
they do, it'll get overturned in time.
correct. It will get overturned. Absolutely.
Thank you, Laura. Pinky.
Wally.
Good evening, gents. The Indian holiday Diwali is coming up. It's just been declared a legal holiday in California. Do you see ICE interrupting any celebrations? Thank you.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Why wouldn't they?
They have no couth. They have absolutely no respect for others unless you're white MAGA. So they think they have no boundaries, and they think that they're above the law, and they are not. And they are going to have to pay the piper for their actions. Their karma will get them, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Well, actually, I've been talking to my friends in West Hollywood. I'm saying we all should start wearing red MAGA hats. And when they ask us why, it's like, make America gay again. Just a thought.
Just with a rainbow.
Yeah. No, sans rainbow. But anyway, did someone at Time... did you see this picture? It's horrible. Did someone at Time Magazine set up Trump with the unflattering cover photo that he hates right now?
Is that the one with him? Like, which one is that? It's
like, remember they used to take pictures of Alan Ladd because he was so short they always shot up?
Yes.
That's what they're doing.
To make him look
top of his head. You don't even see the top of his head, just comes, from here up. It's really unflattering.
I think so, yes. I think it was just kind of their protest against Trump. It's like, use that photo.
Actually, I think it was like, I just got to hit on this. I think it was on a dare. And they put it up as a mock, and they said, yeah, let's just keep it.
I still think it was their protest against Trump.
Yeah.
They didn't put a good picture of me up.
Hey, you're on the magazine, you idiot. Well, states refuse to use the Dominion voting machine, now called Blvd voting, in the 2026 election and beyond, since they have been bought out by a Republican group.
Well, Dominion won that lawsuit.
Right. But a MAGA guy bought the company.
Right.
I don't feel they'll be able to tamper with them.
No, I don't either.
I don't get that at all.
I'm not. I mean, he might try, but I don't see any tampering with it.
Yeah, I don't see it. Sejin CT. Will Alaska get FEMA help for the destruction from the typhoon?
Notice how we talked about this last night. Now, I heard about the Alaska thing on the radio today, but notice how it didn't get a lot of coverage.
Yeah.
It should have been all over the papers and all over the media. It didn't get as much coverage as it should have. I feel like FEMA's going to be very slow to respond. What's Trump going to go there and throw,
Oh, God. Snowshoes? I don't pull cards that much, but I did for this one, and that's a no.
It's a what?
No card. So will Alaska help? Will FEMA help? No. I got to know. They'll say it's a state problem.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I think he's clearly going to favor the Republican states. That's for sure.
Well, Alaska's basically.
Well, Alaska, because there's that one senator or whoever she was that didn't go along with what he wanted.
Oh, no, she turned over. No, Murkowski did once she got what she wanted for Alaska.
Oh, she did?
Then she signed, yeah.
All right, well, there you go. Sorry about that.
Hi, Kathy. Hello, fabulous Aloha duo. 11 heard on the news that the Mexican cartels have bounties on ICE. My question is, what do you both see in this news? Blessings to you both.
I don't even want to read on that. I don't know.
I'm not getting anything on it either.
I'm not either.
We'll pass.
I'm just got a big blank on it.
I know. We'll pass. Harry, can you do a read on how Gaza will get cleared? Where will all this mass destruction go?
Well, Jared Kushner probably, with Trump's blessing, is over there trying to probably work out deals about how they're going to make Gaza or certain parts of it. Like Trump said, it's going to be the new Middle Eastern Riviera.
Yeah, like I said last night, Kushner's over there, measuring for drapes.
Right. But it's going to fall flat on its face. A lot of those people in Gaza are wanting their homes back and things that they lost.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be a while before they get them back, but ultimately they will. But it's just destruction. It's mass destruction.
Yeah.
And this whole thing was planned, and this whole ceasefire. Trump and Netanyahu worked on that behind the scenes so it would make Trump look good, and Netanyahu thought it would make him look good.
But the ceasefire, Hamas didn't sign anything.
Israelis are still protesting. And now the Israelis or Netanyahu, I shouldn't say the Israelis, Netanyahu, they were sending aid to Gaza, and now they cut it in half. I heard today.
Because they're not bringing back the dead bodies fast enough of the hostages.
Right. So he'll always find something to use. Right, exactly. To try to needle them into a flare-up, and then he can go back in and finish his dirty work. That's what's going on. I mean, it's sad that 67,000 Palestinians or people in Gaza were killed.
Yeah. And the thousands that were imprisoned were not Hamas.
Right, exactly.
Maxi Pool, do you see another Kent State incident happen?
Unfortunately, yes, something like
that.
It.
I've said that too.
The National Guard or ICE is going to open fire on people.
I thought it's going to be an ICE, one of the thugs.
And that is going to be one of the things that causes the powder keg to explode.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, yes.
Unfortunately, yes.
I hope I'm
wrong. I pray.
Yeah, we both said the same thing. Do you have any insights into any new diseases breaking out with the cutbacks at the CDC?
Yeah, a lot of things that we thought we had under control.
Like
I see a lot of like measles, polio starting up again. We got to be careful for smallpox. And, even a comeback in COVID. But of course, we will never know about it because RFK Jr. is too busy thinking that Tylenol and circumcision causes autism.
Did you know right now the kindergarten students in Texas, most of them are not even coming up to the state requirements for health?
Nope.
And that's the minimum.
We have gone above and beyond of creating a nation with mediocrity, and we must take care of our children. They are our future. And some of these politicians, they don't care. They don't care about anything except greasing their own pockets and staying in power. And
of course, children are our future. It's like the lady that gets the oxygen mask on the plane. She puts it on, so she has 2 kids and goes, okay, which one of these 2 are going to Harvard? I only have 1 mask.
Yeah, right. That's a good analogy.
Yeah. Rhonda.
Or she takes both of them for herself.
Yeah. Thank you.
She was Harvard, or one of 2.
I'm into the kids. My husband can worry about himself. Thank you to both of you. If California and other states figure out universal health care for all in their states, will other states follow suit?
The answer is yes, all except for a handful.
Yeah. I think the color blue comes to mind.
Thank you. Blue. I got a blue.
Okay, thank you, Rhonda. Firefly. Hello, guys. Levitt has been served for the Hatch Act regarding the White House voicemail on the switchboard talking about the shutdown. How do you think it's going to play out? She blamed the Democrats on the
Oh,
switchboard.
they're all blaming the Democrats.
But
You
this is
know,
actually on the official White House.
yeah, I know. Johnson is blaming the Democrats. You know, they're holding out. Excuse me.
And then he says, I'm not going to meet with the Democrats.
Right. And I won't swear in their candidate that won. You know, the last I heard, doesn't the Republicans have control of the House, the Senate, and the presidency? So they're blaming the Democrats. They always blame everybody. Oh, it's Antifa. It's their fault. You know, whatever. Ooh.
I haven't even heard of the Antifa Lounge. I don't even know. That was some made up name that came out of nowhere, I tell you.
It was. You know, there's going, you know, in the tarot, the moon comes to my mind.
Yeah.
And that means secrets coming to the surface, unpleasant facts bubbling up from the bowels of the truth, you know. Reminds me of the geysers I saw in Iceland. You know, there's this bubbling water that seeps down and it heats and then it steams and poof, you know, coming from the bowels of the earth. So
speaking of Iceland, I heard there was a museum you like going to.
Yes, I will not talk about it right now. I don't want to go to YouTube jail.
This is the card I got, by the way.
A sinking ship. It's not going to look good for. A lot of facts coming out about the shutdown and how it was engineered, not by the Democrats.
Manufactured.
It was engineered and manufactured by, who do you think? Cheetolini.
Can we talk about the elephant in the room?
Thank you. The pink elephant in the room.
Hi, Arthur and Mel. Will 45 Demented Mind, is it possible he believes that he is running his own reality show?
No.
Food for thought. Well, the food's on the wall.
He wants to stay in power. He wants to create chaos and anarchy, because if he can do that, he can stay in power, and then he's not going to have to face the consequences for all of his illegal behavior. I do think he's convinced that he can do whatever he wants and get by with it. But justice will be served, I'm telling you.
Yeah, we don't have dynasties here anymore.
No? Well, he thinks we do.
Hi, fellas. Will the October 18th No King's Day be overall peaceful, or do see any problems? I see pockets of agitators.
If there's any violence whatsoever, it will be the violence that Donald Trump and his thugs, with his ICE people, his Gestapo, would instigate. It wouldn't be from the people who are exercising their constitutional right to hold peaceful assembly.
Right.
So there are pockets of some violence, yes. But here again, it's instigated by, for entertainment purposes only, it'll be instigated by Cheetolini and his thugs. Under the guise that, look at what they did.
And we can call martial law now and call the Insurrection Act. But everyone's going to have cell phones.
That's what he's trying to do. Sherry said it last night, and she's right.
Awesome. Yeah.
He's trying to get huge protest and violence going by agitating people so that he can try to call martial law. That's exactly what he's after.
But it's not going to happen.
Well, if he tries, it won't work.
That's right. Okay.
But I see people exercising their constitutional right for a peaceful assembly in mass. I mean, this No King's Day protest is going to be bigger than all of the other ones. Yeah. And I see them happening more frequently and with more and more people.
Gusto. More gusto. Hello, fabulous Aloha Duo. My question is, do you see the United States still giving $20 million to Venezuela? even when with the budget shut down.
It's funny that people, I heard on the radio today that there's a lady, she was a worker and she's not getting paid, and she got fired actually. And her little boy was talking about ways to sell some of his Legos to make money so they could stay in their house. It was really sad. So here are these poor workers that are getting fired and laid off for no reason whatsoever. But yet Trump makes sure that his Gestapo agents, his ICE agents, who are probably about as trained as much in law enforcement as I am in rocket science, that they're getting paid, that the senators and the House members are getting paid, but yet, and Venezuela getting 20 million, but yet he lets the working people who work for the government lose their jobs and go hungry.
So the one thing,
it's like let them eat cake. Wrong answer, Donald. So I do
Donald studying ramen. I actually feel the 20 million they may not get the 20 million. He'll offer to give some, and then I feel he's going to turn around and do something else. Give them something, but not 20 million.
Offering it to them because he wants something.
Yeah.
I think they've got something.
Everything's transactional with this man, so.
Correct. Everything's, if it doesn't have a monetary value or it's not transactional, then it means nothing to Donald Trump. So he's doing it for a reason. My feeling is they have something on him and he's trying to pay them off to stop it. That's what I see. I still see them getting money though, Arthur.
I said money, but not the full amount. Do you see the market crash on the horizon? No.
It's starting already.
It's not going to be 28 again.
No, it'll be different. It'll be a different kind of crash.
It's going to go down, but I'm not saying a crash, per se. I don't see people jumping out of windows. Victoria, will local law enforcement ever arrest federal agents for openly breaking the law? If not, why?
I do see some federal agents
I get something coming down, yeah.
Huge, but once Cittadini is gone and Shady Vance and Maybelline Queen are gone, some of these agents that have made these illegal arrests and have intimidated people and brutalized people, they're going to be sued. They're going to be arrested for police brutality, for abuse of power.
And they're the ones who've been crying like little babies.
Exactly. They'll be crying like little babies. And I'm telling you, there are many of them that are going to be incarcerated.
Yeah. And we all have the Social Security numbers because they're getting paid. So we know who they are.
And what are they going to say? Oh, I was just doing my job.
That's not your job.
Nope.
How will the active military handle not being paid?
Oh, didn't Trump say he was going to? Didn't Trump say he was going to pay them?
It sounded like he was going to pay some, but not all.
But he can't willy-nilly do that because Congress has to
exactly.
So he's breaking the law.
He's just talking.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
But I don't see all of them getting paid. No, and they're not going to like it.
No.
I don't blame them.
Mm-mm.
Here's these people in the military defending our country, and they put their lives on the line, and they're not getting paid. That's horrible. But Donald's getting his money.
Oh yeah. When will Abbott, aka Hot Wheels, get the hell out of Texas?
I don't know, but Paxton's going to be gone soon.
Well, I keep on seeing a prison that has wheelchair ramps in it, so that's all I'm going to say.
Oh, no, I disagree with you on that one. I see a prison without a wheelchair ramp, and it's a loading dock.
Oh, okay.
No, just a loading dock, nothing else.
Okay. I don't know what this is.
The Navajo Nation president be removed from office. There's I do see a new Navajo Nation president. I don't know if they'll remove this one. but it will be somebody who's very effective in standing up for the rights for our Native American brothers and sisters.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, Arthur. Hi, Mel. Will Jack Smith be indicted over Trump probe?
They'll try, but they won't get anything.
Like with Comey.
And if it goes to the Supreme Court should say, wait a minute, that Jack Smith was put in place to do an investigation, to do a probe, and you're allowed to do that without fear of reprisal from the government. I think
And you're interfering.
Is that the Second Amendment? I think I forget which one it is, but
I don't know.
One of those amendments.
Firefly. Arthur was right. Nailed it on Barron crypto insider trading. I hope he is held accountable at some point. Do you see him in jail for this?
No, because Daddy will pardon him before it even happens.
He'll be working at TikTok. Yeah, I read in what I said was in the beginning of August that by the end of August and September that he would be get in trouble for some cryptocurrency shenanigans, but we'd find out about it later, and we are now. So,
but who do you think was behind it? I don't know if Barron's smart enough to be behind it. I think somebody else was behind it.
I feel Barron did on his own. I really, really do.
You think so?
Yeah.
You don't think somebody said, "Hey, Barron, let's do this"?
It's just like he got his daddy on all the bro shows. You know, that was his great idea. So no, I don't know.
I don't know, but
there's something going on. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Something going on. That's right.
Hi, guys. Once we rid of the regime, will the international community treat the U.S. as Japan, Italy, and Germany were treated after World War II?
After the regime is over, a lot of countries are still going to shy away from us because they're going to be afraid that it will happen again, unless they see legislation put in place that would prevent all this from happening again.
Mm-hmm. And
I do see legislation put in place that will prevent a lot of the BS that's going on in this country now from happening again.
But so regardless,
we'll get our reputation back, but it's going to take a long while.
But regardless, South Koreans are very proud people, and they're not going to forget.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Put that in your bonnet. Okay. Hi, Robin. Hi, guys. Can't the police arrest ICE when they're doing something wrong, or are they told not to?
The police can arrest them if they're breaking the law, yes, which they are doing. But, with Cittadini as president, you know, he would. Well, if it's a state crime, I think then Trump has no.
But he's still trying. Well, he's still trying to. Yeah, no jurisdiction, but you're messing with federal agents, so he'll get his fingers in there somehow. I feel they want to. They're just biding their time.
Right.
Hello. Okay.
No, we read that one.
We read that one.
Yeah, we read that one. We've done that one.
Mike Johnson said, "Not King's Day is Hate America." What an idiot! No King's Day means Hate America Day.
Of course, he's going to say that. But guess what? You know, there might be a little handful of people that would drink Johnson's Kool-Aid because Johnson has drank Trump's Kool-Aid. But the majority of us think, no. It's not a Hate America Day. It's we want our democracy preserved day is what it is.
Yeah. I just want to say, Mike, go back to Grindr. Sorry. Mel, there's been video going out of ICE using the fraud tactic of getting into accidents to arrest people.
Yeah, it happened here when they rammed a couple cars.
Yeah, they made a U-turn or some kind of turn.
Pulled the driver out, threw him to the ground.
It was a female, 5 guys trying to get this woman out.
After they rammed into her vehicle. And she was doing nothing wrong. She just had moved to try to get out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh, there's going to be more of that stuff.
Yeah.
But
again, people have cell phones.
well, people are seeing what's going on, and they're going to start filming it and putting it all over social media, just like they are now. And ICE can say whatever they want and lie about it, but the truth will come out very quickly in videos and people,
The
eyewitnesses.
videos are not a hoax, Mr. President.
There you go.
Warren, you guys feel the Trump Epstein partners in human trafficking files coming out this week?
I don't know if it's this week, but it's going to come out very, 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 very soon.
And I also feel it's going to come from other sources too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I see other sources. I've been saying that a long time.
Yeah, we both have. Yeah.
I wonder if I'm thinking Elon Musk, for entertainment purposes only, knows a lot of stuff that he's going to start to release too. He's being very quiet. I think he's working behind the scenes to kind of.
Well, they just had a splash landing with SpaceX.
I'm sorry?
They just had a splash landing on the test for his space program.
They had a what?
A test, and it was successful. Well,
at least the rocket blow up.
The last couple of times, the rockets, blasting in air. So
yeah, they blasted all right.
Yeah. Will Trump and his administration ever be charged with war crimes?
I don't know war crimes, but crimes against humanity with how they rounded up and arrested people without due process because they're Hispanic. I see the World Court issuing warrants. I don't really know if Trump would live long enough to see all the, to have to serve any time because his health is not good. I'm telling you.
No, it's not.
And I default back to that. I keep having dreams where I see headlines in the paper that says Trump is passed away. And I get them frequently, and they're becoming much more clear and much more strong. And whenever I see something more clearly and more strong, that means it's going to happen a lot sooner than later.
Do you ever see The Omen, the movie The Omen, when the photographer took a picture and the closer it came to it, the darker the picture that came? Yeah.
That's kind of what it's like for me.
Yeah. Jennifer, I saw today Charlie Kirk was awarded the Presidential Medal of Honor. His wife accepted the award. I heard she made fun of the felon. Did you see this? I didn't see it.
I didn't see it. But at some point, that Medal of Honor will be revoked. Or whatever.
What was that medal he gave Rush Limbaugh? The same one that Mother Teresa has? They're in the same category?
Right.
Please. Dear God.
No, wait. Charlie Kirk was at the Medal of Honor, or he wasn't in the military though? I don't think. It's another honor. I forget what it is. I don't know if it's a Medal of Honor, but I still see it.
There's still stuff coming out on that one.
Right.
Hello, dear Arthur and Mel. I so enjoy your shows. Are Trump's kids around him? You never hear about them, especially Don Jr. Thanks very much. They had him doing an interview, and he looked like he was sweating and on drugs. So
Trump is too busy orchestrating them doing shady deals behind closed doors.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to touch on something about the Kirk thing again, him getting that high award. What about the Democrats that were murdered that they didn't really say all that much about? Don't you think if Charlie Kirk got that award because he was murdered, and I don't condone violence like that at all.
No, I know.
But don't you think that those Democrats that were murdered from that MAGA person pretending to be a police officer,
they were assassinated, right?
Don't you think they should be entitled to the same sort of award?
Yeah, well, we're in the upside down these days, so nothing makes sense.
I know.
I think we're time for one more. What happened to the Cutter plane that was given to the felon? It's in Texas. It's being stripped apart. It's being rebuilt. It's being all that kind of good stuff.
And he'll probably try to use it as Air Force One or for his own personal use, which is illegal.
Well, actually, the deal is when he leaves the presidency, the plane is his.
Still can't accept it. Sorry.
I'm just telling you what
I see it confiscating at some point. I'm telling you that plane is going to get confiscated, and a lot of others too.
They'll take it to Vegas and they'll turn it into a restaurant.
The same with that. How do you say it? Qatar or Qatar or Qatar?
Well, BBC calls it Qatar, so that's why I call it Qatar.
I don't know how to pronounce it. Qatar,
and I had a client who was stationed there, and she said they called it Qatar.
We'll just say Qatar.
What would be the result if ICE invades the Super Bowl?
They'll be hanging around the Super Bowl, yeah.
Yeah, they want to import or export Bad Bunny back to Puerto Rico, which is part of the United States. Idiots.
Hello. It's like deporting Native Americans. Hello.
I've seen turkeys with less waddle than Trump under his neck. Well,
no, Mitch McConnell has bigger.
I still love the fact that somebody put a turtle crossing sign in front of his house and they send him turtle food.
Let's go back to Qatar for a second, and that whole military base Trump is putting up for them and all that.
Oh,
once he's out of office,
yeah. But the thing is, that's. I explained on my show the other day that it's not what everybody's thinking it is. It's like they bought these planes, they're training them. It's Singapore has had bases here, Germany has had stuff here. They're just training them. It's business. That's all it is.
They should be training Ukrainian pilots here is what they should be doing.
Yeah. But they didn't buy millions of dollars worth of jets.
Poopkin wouldn't like that.
No.
And you know, it's going to come out that there was this underhanded deal made that if you sell us these jets at some sort of discounted price and do this for us, we'll give you an airplane. And that's exactly what happened. My psychic light bulb just came on. That's going to come out too.
Like I said, yeah, take it to Vegas and make it into a restaurant.
Well, there you go.
The Lily Langtree Lounge.
And what are they going to serve, pray tell?
Caviar? No. What was up with Jared and Ivanka standing up in front of the Israeli citizens with the peace agreement announcement? Do they think they own the world?
My feeling is the Israelis can't stand them either.
No.
You know, Israelis, people, you know, might think that because of the ceasefire, which really, in my opinion, is not a ceasefire because Netanyahu's already not coming through with the aid he said he would to those poor people in Gaza who are starving. You know, it's kind of like wag the dog. You know, Netanyahu's trying to make himself look good. Trump's trying to make himself look good. But the Israeli people are still protesting en masse. And I'm telling you, my guides are telling me the Israeli people are going to get Netanyahu out.
Yeah.
And they're not going to want Jared Kushner and Ivanka interfering in their stuff either.
No.
I think a lot of the Israelis were hopping mad that Kushner and Ivanka were making those peace announcements. They were really mad.
It's been reported that Hamas and Israel did not sign anything. Other people signed them.
Right.
So, whatever. It's nuts.
It's like you said, Arthur, everything's upside down.
Is our food safe with all the cutbacks?
Our drinking water, we got to watch. Look at what happened in Flint, Michigan.
Well, you know what W.C. Fields said? I don't drink water because fish F in it.
Then why did he drink vodka? No, I don't know if he drank.
There's a place called Toluca Lake. There's a lake, and in fact, they used it for the Little Rascals when they were doing some things on water. And W.C. Fields lived on Toluca Lake, and there were swans and geese on the lake. He got drunk one night. He couldn't stand the sound of everything. He shot them all dead.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he got in trouble.
I'm sure he did.
Yep.
You know, well, what is it? A government agency that checks meat and stuff like that?
FDA.
The FDA. Is it the FDA? No.
Food Drink Administration.
No, FDA is a Food and Drug Administration. Oh, maybe it is the FDA. I do see, though, that there's going to be outbreaks of food poisoning like listeria, salmonella, a lot more of that coming because of the cutbacks and that agency.
And also the fact there's cutbacks, but they're not even telling people.
Correct.
Because there's no CDC.
Right. So, if people start getting foodborne illnesses, which they will, there's going to be an outcry against that too. But we've got to eat.
Yep. But we're going to get through this, guys. Like I always say, this too shall pass. It's like a kidney stone, but it's going to pass.
But they're painful as hell when they're passing. Trust me, I've had.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Get in line, pick a number. So anyway, people, thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for joining us. I don't know when we'll be back because I don't know when Mel's coming back. Just kidding. Probably about
I'll be back in 10 days. I'll be back on the 25th. Okay. And which day of the week is that? Let me check my calendar. I can tell you when I'm coming back. Okay. When am I coming? The 25th is on a Saturday.
So we'll be on the 28th.
We'll be on the 28th. That is correct. So we're only missing one Aloha Tuesday.
Yay.
New
Orleans just elected a Hispanic Democrat in a very red area. Wow. Tide is turning. And it's a female, isn't it? And yes. I'm drinking rum because I'm agreeing with Marjorie Taylor Greene, LOL. Everyone, yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene, the voice of reason. When I agreed with her, it's like I wanted to go out and buy a lottery ticket.
Wait, what about she's agreeing with Marjorie Taylor Greene? I didn't get that.
Marjorie Taylor Greene is saying that we should have health care for our constituents.
That we should have what?
Health care. That they shouldn't be holding up the shutdown because of health care.
Well, they shouldn't be. That's right. I never thought I would agree with MTG, but I agree with her on that one, right? Mm. She's saying that we should have health care or we should not.
No, we should. We should take care of our people and not get rid of them. That's what
our politicians are elected to do. Unfortunately, the thugs in office now, many of them are only concerned with taking care of themselves.
I still, when they say, well, I'm fine, I got rid of Obamacare, but I got ACA. Moron, is the same thing.
No, they're going to be like, I went to the hospital and because they got rid of Obamacare, they wouldn't treat me. They wanted money and I didn't have it. So now I'm suffering. More like that. And
I was teasing the other day. It's like you go to the drugstore. It's your money or your life. Oh, well, guys, it's been fun. Thank you, Mr. Mel.
Thank you. There's a question up. I don't know.
How long will Trump lay in state in the Capitol Rotunda? It takes
not
how long?
Not long.
I've seen vegetables rotting. Never mind. That's a whole nother story.
Not long.
The great pumpkin in state.
Here you go.
All right. All right. Thank you, everybody. And we'll see you when we see you. And Sherry, thank you for being in the background.
On
28th.
The 28th. That's right. In
all
14
days. Mark your calendars. All right. Good night.
Good night.